British Columbia and Quebec issue major immigration invitations. Over 2,200 candidates selected. Welcome back. Today's update covers two big immigration stories from Canada. British Columbia has finally resumed its skills immigration draws after a long pause, and Quebec has issued a massive round of invitations through the PSTQ. Together, these two provinces have invited more than 2,000 candidates across dozens of in-demand occupations. Let's break down what happened and what these new trends mean for applicants. Let's start with British Columbia. British Columbia has restarted its skills immigration activity after more than 2 months of silence. The last BC skills immigration draw was back on 2nd October, and since then, the province has remained extremely selective. So this new draw is a notable development. On 10th December, the BC PNP invited a total of 410 candidates under 2 selection pathways. 96 invitations went to applicants who had hybrid job offers in TR0 to 3 roles, earning at least $37 an hour. The remaining 314 invitations were issued through BCS points-based system, with a minimum score requirement of 138. This marks only the third skills immigration draw the province has held this entire year, showing just how targeted BC's approach has become in 2025. To give you an idea of the competitiveness, the skills immigration pool currently holds over 11,000 active profiles. Only a tiny fraction fall into the highest scoring percentiles, and those are the candidates who are being prioritized. British Columbia continues to emphasize economic impact, wages, education, work experience, and alignment with provincial priorities. Future draws may be equally selective, so candidates should focus on maximizing their provincial score and securing strong job offers. Now let's move to Quebec, which has just held one of its largest selection rounds in months. On 4th December, Quebec invited more than 1,870 candidates under the PSTQ, the province's skilled worker selection program. This is the first PSTQ draw since early fall, and unusually, invitations were issued across all 4 PSTQ streams. Stream 1, which focuses on highly qualified and specialized skills, invited 605 candidates. These applicants needed high scores, NOC FER 0 to 2 occupations, French proficiency, recent Quebec work experience, and in some cases, a manufacturing-related primary occupation. Candidates outside Montreal required a minimum score of 644. Stream 2 invited another 604 people with intermediate or manual skills. These candidates needed NOC FER 3 to 5 occupations, strong French ability, at least 24 months of recent work experience, and qualifying roles in manufacturing. Some additional occupations were chosen regardless of region, as long as candidates had at least 612 points. Stream 3 focused on regulated professions and issued 649 invitations. This stream continues to prioritize engineering, healthcare, education, and technical occupations. Candidates needed strong French, a regulated profession, and high scores. There were also subgroups invited with lower score thresholds for certain priority occupations. Finally, the exceptional talent stream invited 12 individuals with significant achievements in key economic sectors: arts, sports, research, and innovation. These applicants typically hold high-level experience and often a doctorate-level education. What does all this mean? Both BC and Quebec are moving toward highly selective, industry-driven immigration. BC is targeting high-wage earners and candidates with strong provincial scores, while Quebec is using its PSTQ to address labor shortages in manufacturing, engineering, healthcare, education, and regulated professions. Across both provinces, we're seeing a clear message. Canada is placing priority on candidates who can fill urgent economic needs and demonstrate strong ties through work experience, language proficiency, or regional alignment. Conclusion: if you're planning to apply to either province, this is the time to update your profile, recheck your eligibility, and position yourself for upcoming draws, especially as both provinces head into the 2026 allocation cycle with potentially higher nomination spaces. This is the end of today's video update. We hope you found it helpful. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon to stay updated with the latest Canada immigration news.